Yo, what's up? This is Fling, and we are looking at the Battle Royale Week 16. A little later than normal, so I figured I might as well go live with it and actually do a live draft. So let's kind of get into it. All right, so we're gonna start with the game tiles, and of course, this is over at dfsarmy.com, courtesy of their optimizer, the Domination Station. So seeing the game tiles, there's a couple game environments I think that really, stand out and could provide some goodness. First, we got the Rams. They are battling for a playoff spot. They've won several in a row, and they have a chance to make it, and they're healthy, and that's what's most important. Whenever Stafford has Puka Nakua, Cooper Cup, Kyron Williams, all at his disposal, they produce fantasy points, with the exception of last week for San Fran. But this is a good bounce back spot against a Jets team that you know is not the same defense that we remember from the past. So you can score on them. They have a 24.7 implied team total. Typically, you want to target teams that have a 24 or more implied team total. And the Jets have been coming along too. So we've got Aaron Rodgers actually has played quite well the past couple weeks, and him and Devontae Adams have been on the same page. They have Garrett Wilson. Brees Hall is apparently healthy, a full go for this one, no limitations. So we like seeing that. This is a game environment that I think we could target. And when we hop into a live battle royale draft here in a few minutes, we're going to see where the ADPs are, and potentially, this is a game we're going to be looking to stack up. Now, a couple other spots that really stand out to me. Cincinnati going against Cleveland. Now, Cleveland has not been the same team defensively that we remember, much like the New York Jets. So you've actually been able to attack them this year, both on the ground and through the air. They've given up a lot of points in some games. Just a couple weeks ago, they gave up 30 plus to Denver. So um, Cincinnati, they are playing for a playoff spot. The Broncos lost last night. I'm a Broncos fan. Terrible, terrible night. Woke up so pissed off. But for Cincinnati, that's good for them because they are going to be playing Cleveland. And if they win out and Denver, doesn't win one of their last two games, which, by the way, one of those games is against Cincinnati, Cincinnati can make the playoffs. So they have this 27-point team total. I like Burrow stacks this week. I like Chase Brown as well. But we'll have to see what goes on with T. Higgins. I'm not too interested in drafting T. Higgins right now, but I think, definitely Burrow to Chase. T. Higgins is questionable. Burrow to Chase, and even Chase Brown. So you can stack them up, both the Chases, Chase and Chase. Yeah, chasing past performances, I guess. We get both of those guys specifically because Burrow has been throwing to Chase Brown a lot. So I think, that's kind of an underrated stack that we can look to target that correlates quite well. And then just a couple other spots that really jump out. I'm curious to see what the field is going to do in these Battle Royale drafts with Michael Penix Jr. If he's a guy that you can get in the last round, you can stack up. I'd be interested in playing him. Maybe kind of a backdoor stack. You get Drake London and you get Penix, or, Mooney and Penix. It's a pretty good team total. I expect the field to be heavy on Bijan Robinson. So this could be looking like a direct leverage spot. Uh, Detroit, they have a high team total. More importantly, their defense is so banged up right now that it's, on paper, their defense doesn't look as bad as you would think, but they have so many injuries right now that, first off, it is a good on paper, it is a good spot for Chicago, but I think it's even better than it looks. They give up 17 yards above average to opposing wide receivers, but they're so banged up that maybe Caleb can get going here. DJ Moore could be a guy that we attack with bringbacks. I love Jahmyr Gibbs. I expect him to go 1.1. Haven't done a draft this week, but that's what I'm expecting to go 1-1. And I will be looking to target him. Now, they're going to be direct leverage plays here. potentially Amon-Ra St. Brown, Laporta, Jamison Williams. So just remember they have a high team total. Maybe if everyone's taking Jameer Gibbs, we look to stack up, Goff with Amon-Ra, for example. Now, I also love James Conner. He's a guy I'm going to be heavy on going against Carolina. Worst run defense in the league. This is a smash spot for James Conner. And then Josh Allen, once again, 30-point implied team total. He's been on an absolute tear. By the way, let's just hop into a draft here. He's been on an absolute tear, and he could keep it going in this spot. So we'll see where his ADP is. So we're hopping in a draft. We got 60 seconds. I'm picking fourth. Josh Allen is looks like going third. So yeah, I'm guessing one of, I could probably just take Jamar Chase right here and, do a Burrow stack kind of as we talked about. But I'm guessing, Gibbs, Saquon, and Allen will all be gone before I pick. So this doesn't look like it will be the spot to get Allen in this draft, but we'll see how this kind of all shakes out, of course. Um, so we got about 18 seconds. So, a couple other things we might be able to get like Patrick Taylor in the last rounds of your draft because Garendo has just been ruled out. So he's a guy, maybe if you wait at running back, specifically if you play running back in the flex, you get one and, you can get your other probably in the last round of the draft. I'm curious to see where Patrick Taylor is going. I think it's shaping up like a potential good week for volume. So we'll see how this draft kind of shakes out here. We got any N, I don't even know how to pronounce that. And be sold. Went Jameer Gibbs. Not surprising. By the way, best of luck in your best ball playoffs this week if you made it this far. I got a few teams in the semifinals. So it's going to be interesting. This is a very interesting week. See if we can make it to the final. So best of luck. And Josh Allen went second. So I'm guessing Saquon will go here. Letting the clock run all the way down. Tough decisions, maybe. So, wow. So he went Chase. So I have a choice of Bijan or Saquon. Tough decisions. I think I'm going to take Bijan and I'm going to try to get Amon-Ra when he comes around. Hopefully he does. If not, get Puka. Maybe if not, I can go also Devontae Adams and get like a Cooper Cup on the way back around. Cooper Cup burned everyone last week. They're not going to want to play him. This could be a potential spot for him. Let's see how the draft is shaking out. So I went Bijan, then went Saquon, Puka, James Conner, Chase Brown. So it looks like we got a run on. I'll take Amon-Ra here. There's a run on running backs. So I got Bijan and Amon-Ra. So I will go ahead and queue up Jared Goff. And just like I said, with Gibbs going first, and Gibbs is probably going to smash. But what if he doesn't? What is the scenario where Gibbs potentially fails? And, Detroit with a 27-point team total, they're scoring touchdowns in this game. So if Gibbs fails, I'm guessing it's going through the air. It's going through Goff. It's going through potentially Amon-Ra. So this is certainly, a way we can potentially leverage the field. So, and I'll queue up some Laporta because Goff is definitely a QB +2 guy. So went Jefferson, Adams, McBride, Achan off after me. Kyron could potentially get Kyron here. I think it'd be a good spot for Kyron. AJ Brown might not play. We'll see who's available. So Kyron Williams is available to me. I really like this start with Bijan, Kyron, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. And what I love about Kyron too is there's going to be a lot of Puka Nakua lineups, and if Kyron has a big day, those Puka Nakua lineups fail as well. See, let's see where Goff is going. He's going 32, so I should be able to get him towards the end of the draft. And I already had Cooper Cup. We're not going to go there now. We do need another wide receiver. Tough spot for Terry McLaurin. Potentially go DJ Moore. I think I'm gonna. What are the options at tight end? Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Laporta here and just kind of wait and see what wide receivers fall to me. I definitely want to get that Jared Goff double stack. Let's see how this draft is kind of going. Probably get Goff with um my last pick. A little risky, but I think I'm not expecting, the way this is going to snake around here. I'm not expecting this guy to take off after taking Brian Thomas and Terry McLaurin. So unless he gets sniped on Jaden Daniels, I'm guessing that's who he is going to take. So I want Hawkinson, Chuba Hubbard. I got both of my running backs, so I'm going to need another wide receiver here. Tua's gone. Malik Neighbors. Do I want to take Higgins? He's questionable. I think I'd probably take JSN in this spot. JSN is available. He's the wide receiver that I like the most. So Kyler went. I think I'll take JSN or yeah, that guy he could take another wide receiver. So I definitely don't want to risk it. I'll just take JSN as a one-off here. Completely fine with that. I like his matchup this week. It's a really good spot against Minnesota. They give up 33 yards above average to opposing wide receivers. So I do love me some JSN in that spot. And then I can get Jared Goff when it comes back around. I'll get my Jared Goff +2 with Amon-Ra and Laporta. So really loaded at running back here. Bijan in a great spot against the Giants. They're a team that you want to target more on the ground than you do through the air. And Kyron Williams, it's a decent matchup for Kyron Williams. So yeah, he did go Jaden Daniels. Jared Goff is right there for me. That's gonna do it. Pretty good first draft. I like how that one went. Ended up with the Jared Goff double stack, Amon-Ra, JSN. As my other wide receiver, but it was Jared Goff plus Amon-Ra and Sam Laporta. And then, yeah, two heavy hitters here with Bijan and Kyron Williams at running back. So, yeah, I think this team will project quite well. Then we'll see how this goes. I think this is a pretty good first look live draft. Now, if you like this kind of content, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Let me know who you're targeting in your Battle Royale drafts this week and hit that like button for sure. But you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed to the channel because Monday I'm going to be dropping some best ball playoffs content, how to attack, the differences between, different sites and different contests and how to attack them. And then, some of my favorite plays for the best ball playoffs. So, will wrap this one up. We will see you all next time.